You smell. Ugh, feet, bro, nasty.
They smell like feet.
They smell like fucking ass.
Dude, I remember in my ute, when I was a young bull, my shit just stank all the time.
Mine, I don't really. I never really thought my own stank, but then like I'd have several opinions afterwards.
Yeah.
And be like, that shit smells, bro.
Dude, my other brother, not you,
Oh,
Davis, the other one of the hosts of the Hottest Take, dude. He had one Nike bag that he kept all of his sports equipment for both sports in, and dude,
smelled good as hell.
yeah, it smelled great. It smelled awesome. I just put my face in and go, dude, my brother's been working so hard in baseball today.
Smelling his jock strapping stuff.
I can tell he did so well at first base today. Let me smell your son. Let me smell your gym bag. Let me see how good you did today.
And most of the times, I bet he did pretty well, honestly.
Daddy always did a smell check on us when we got home. You do good at football today? It's like, I mean, I did fine. It's like, well, your shit don't smell like ass. So.
I plan on doing that with my kid.
A smell test?
Yeah, never mind. I don't plan on doing that with my kids.
Son, your cleats don't stink.
You ain't been running hard
You
enough.
ain't been running hard enough, son. Get back out there till your cleats stink. Nah, man. What you been up to?
Honestly, I've been thinking about a lot of hometown roots type stuff here recently.
Me too.
Yeah, because, I myself am from New York, but I moved down here
Yeah.
in
They can
the
tell.
southern area that we're in.
They can tell by your voice.
But I've been thinking about hometown root stuff, and my roommate, one of the butlers for the estate was at Walmart,
Yeah.
and he found a Monopoly set that was for our town. I just don't understand how these things get produced with the spaces like piss backwoods town with, first base is pothole that's been there for 10 years,
Right.
and empty gas station parking lot where there's been one van, same vehicle parked for like 20 years. How does this stuff get made?
You see, like the it's like almost like a shadow of a building is still like on the ground where it once was, and you're like, what the fuck was
building
that?
where there was a fire 10 years ago and it hasn't been repaired?
Yeah, the land is just scarred for good.
Yeah.
now. Yeah. By the way, our hometown right now, it's like the streets are just brutalized right now.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
It's insane. I
Yeah,
was just driving earlier.
instead of waterworks in Monopoly, it's the 6th busted water main of the year because our town can't build a fucking roundabout. Yeah, but what do you think about the old hometown road since you're up in the big city now as compared to me?
Yeah,
I prefer a country estate rather than his city condo or
I'm in
whatever he lives
Memphis
in.
now, or Memphis area. But what do I think about the hometown vibes? Like, do I like it, dude? I do. There's part of me that I always enjoy, like, seeing the dudes. I was back home not too long ago and had a little get together, and all my bros were there. It's nice. It's nice to see everybody.
I love living in the hometown next to grandma. Somebody's grandma.
True. Yeah, where your grandma lives in town. That's so nice. That is so nice. But no, but at the same time, every time I think like those people from my hometown and this place,
Except me.
Like, that's all my most embarrassing moments have happened there.
Yeah, except with me. Those have been your most precious moments.
It's always been all you gotta do is always precious.
Yeah, it's always.
It was never. There was never bad, even when we were wrestling when we were younger, dude.
Yeah, it's been no bad blood between us ever. So.
Yeah, but you and Dave though.
Yeah, me and Dave, the other hottest take. Remember, it's been a few years since we've
Can't
been
have
able
two
to talk.
sheriffs.
So yeah, that's kind of why
They only elect one sheriff.
Just to be honest, I'm a really big sports fan, and hottest take was me and Dylan's idea first. But Davis kind of bullied me out of it, so I'm not on the hottest take main cast. I'm just on the filler cast. So
no, dude, I for sure. When I think about especially during the summer, when I think about my hometown, I think about like Little League baseball. And how embarrassing it was most of the time.
Yeah, I just wish I'd kept up, man. I could have been pro if I'd kept playing Little League baseball.
You could be on the Cubs right now, dude. If you would have kept it going,
I could have been on a certain team.
No, and then like. Yeah, the only thing more embarrassing than like being a Little League baseball player at moments was being a Little League baseball umpire.
Ooh,
that was so shitty.
Yeah,
that was the shittiest
getting
thing.
like $50 for like 10 hours of work.
No, $50 for like an hour because the game.
Oh really?
Timed. Oh, dude, I do 2 games a night. It was $100.
You had to fight like people's parents.
That was great. Yeah, dude, people I knew, like parents of people that I knew. Like I knew those parents. I knew their names, And dude, I would go in honest with them. I'm like, I'm a junior in college. I have no money, and that's why I'm here. I am not trained as a professional umpire. I don't even know the strike. I can't see the strike zone very well, evidently, because I have not figured that out yet.
Well, the people in the stands can clearly see it better than you, even though you're behind the plate.
Yeah, dude, I know that.
That was clearly a strike. Yeah, man, you're sitting, at a 90-degree angle from the plate. I'm sitting right behind it. I can tell what the strike zone is.
I know I had one game one time where we got done, and obviously I did a horrible job. I was a bad umpire. Like, that's just straight up. And I told him, I was like, I'm bad. But no one wants to get behind here, because I always had to be behind the plate, by the way.
Always behind the plate. He always had a lit cigarette at these Little League games behind the plate.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, and drinking.
Yeah, drinking and having a lit cigarette behind the plate.
The other umpire I worked with, though, he refused to go behind the plate. He's like, no, I just stay out in the field. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll do it.
Sounds like a sissy to me, honestly.
Yeah, well, no, it sounds like he knew better, because I would get done with games and immediately just have to argue with coaches. And one time, one of them just hit me with dude, you just been helping the other team out all night. And I was like, dude, these guys are 9. Everybody here's 9.
They're 9 years old.
They're not my homies. Like, I'm not friends with these kids.
Yeah,
like,
this Little League umpire's getting bribes from these
9-year-olds. Just slide me $10. I'm like, dude, if you'll just fucking let me get on first. But no, man, it was literally my least favorite thing. But I don't know, man. Just like parents spazzing like that, it's like it is one of the most embarrassing things to see. Like, I immediately get secondhand embarrassment when I see a parent spaz.
Yeah, that's why I can't even my younger brother who still plays high school baseball. I can't go to any of his games because I can't stand listening to the people get so upset.
Listen to dads who have never played baseball.
Dads that never played baseball think their son's going to go to the MLB because he's playing it.
Like, dude,
he's starting first base for No Name High School.
Like our father. We're not bragging. We're not Diddy bragging right now.
Let's just hold on a second. Just to clarify just to clarify for the audience, he is my biological dad and he's Dylan's stepfather.
Yes.
Therefore, he's closer to me. But go ahead.
Okay. No, never mind.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was just saying that he was like he was a good athlete.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
Good. And like he knows his shit. I've watched sports with him for a long time.
And
I don't think he ever said anything to me during a game.
Exactly,
I don't think one time did I ever hear him yelling at anybody, like at a umpire, at a coach, at me. Like, I don't think I ever heard him do that.
Well, let's just be honest. There was only one good athlete really in the family.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we didn't hear much from him. So we probably didn't hear much from him because he's like, they're just trying, they're having fun, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to give it. I don't think he wanted to give it to me straight. Where he was walking, he was like, well, what do you think I need to work on? I was like, I think you need to.
I think you need to lose about 40 pounds and try a little more.
Yeah, man. I think the first key to your success in athletics is probably,
getting in shape.
Getting in shape and like
starting at the baseline.
Like, practicing like hand-eye coordination and shit. Like, because dude, I was okay at baseball for a long time just because I could catch a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but we're not 6 years old forever, so it goes past that.
There's a time in baseball if you can just catch the ball
and hit the ball half the time,
you're a stud. Like you're literally like they're like, holy shit, this kid, dude, look at him. Barely. I had an okay arm, but I mean that was my cutoff. As soon as everybody knew how to catch,
I was fucked.
Never mind.
Yeah, that was when my career was ruined. Yeah. I had much like my biological father, who's Dylan's stepfather. I had a really good football career going, and just because of injuries,
you have to be the only 7th grade football player to ever succumb to 2 leg injuries in the same season.
Early in the season, during practice, broke my foot. Rough time. I was just starting to get good and start on the starting line. Snapped my leg in half. Ruined my career totally.
Got really in the.
I was a stud. 7th grade. I think I was still 6'2" in 7th grade and about 275 lean muscle in 7th grade.
Then that leg injury.
Then that leg injury, it's got me down to like 5'11", 240, no muscle. It's kind of fucked me up a little bit.
It is nuts. Like as a youth, if you get hurt as a youth, right? There's potential that completely changes the whole trajectory.
Yeah, for sure.
You break your leg, you spend 8 months in the bed.
It's not 8 months.
Yeah,
I was in the bed for like a month. I wasn't in the bed for a month, but I had a cast on for like a month. Dude, 6 weeks.
You had an insane cast. You had
all the way up to the hip.
You literally had a cartoon leg cast where it goes like all the way up to your butt, like your butt cheek.
Yeah, it was. It was up to my hip. That shit sucked. I remember one time I thought this is really personal. Weapons of Somnus, and this is probably the first time I've exposed this.
Yeah, this won't be a short, by the way. You have to just be here.
Yeah, you have to be here for this one. when I was in 7th grade. How old are you in 7th grade? 12 years old, 13?
No, you're like 13.
13, something like that.
No, you're like about to turn 14.
Okay. I had my leg cast on, and I was home alone because my parents were always at work or just, neglecting their children. Not Dylan and my biological father, my other set of parents. But anyway, I was in the kitchen by myself as a 13-year-old on crutches trying to open a popsicle with scissors. Yeah. And, like, for some reason, I couldn't cut it, so I propped up one of the crutches and tried to cut it while leaning on one crutch, and it slipped, and I fell, and I had the scissors in a way that, like, they were going to stab me in the face if I didn't move over. And luckily, I moved over because of my athletic coordination.
Yeah,
I still had some lingering athletic ability after I broke my leg.
But then they put you in the cryo chamber.
Yeah, and it just like my.
It was over that. Dude, that sucks. Dude, falling? Like,
I hate falling.
Legit,
when's the last time you fell and you felt really embarrassed about it?
Legit falling? Dude, there might not be anything more embarrassing.
I think the last time I fell was when we were still in college. There was a really bad ice storm, and the roads and parking lots were super thick, and me and a friend of ours were going to Kroger to get some groceries because, snowed in. Got to bundle up, get some groceries in you. I stepped out of the car, started walking, and then immediately my dumbass was not accustomed to walking on ice because it's usually like 90 degrees where we live.
Right.
And I slipped and busted my ass and was just sitting there. And at that point, I knew falling was the most embarrassing because somebody who is pushing buggies and iced over parking lots was laughing at me. And at that point in my life, I realized that nothing is more embarrassing than falling if somebody who works at Kroger can make fun of you while pushing buggies and it's iced over.
Now, did you fall on your ass, though?
Yeah, I fell straight on my ass. Like wet spot on my ass when I stood up.
Honestly, though, falling back on your ass, that's way better
than falling on your face?
Dude, if you get caught falling and landing on all fours, like landing on your knees and hands, catching yourself.
Scraped up.
Oh, my God, dude. If I did that at Walmart or something, dude, I think I'd literally become a recluse.
Yeah, imagine falling at Walmart and having the buggy pusher snicker at you.
Yeah.
That's what I went through. It's like, damn, bro. You push buggies for a living. You can't snicker at me because I fell.
The only way you don't get laughed at is you fall.
Listen, I'll just pause for a second. I'm not making fun of anybody that pushes buggies. You probably have a better figure than me, and you probably are a really cool guy. But yeah, don't snicker at me, though, if you see me fall in the parking lot, or I will roast your ass.
No, but, dude, because the only way you're not getting laughed at if you fall, especially, dude, being a cis white male.
Oh, yeah, being a cis white male,
who's
falling
overweight,
who's
overweight.
Who's overweight, it's over for you if you fall.
Done, dude. Like, the only way you're not getting laughed at, dude, is you have to fall, don't catch yourself completely, dude, angle your head at the ground, knock yourself out. You have to
be hurt. You have to be hurt.
You have to be really hurt. You have to fall from a legit distance.
You can't fall and knock the breath out and be like, ooh. You can't do that or it's fucking done.
You can't get up going, woohoo, man. Wow.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
And that's exactly what I did. And then I got laughed at.
That's okay.
Kroger
two things.
Buggy pusher.
Speaking of that noise, though, the white dude, fucking who?
Yeah.
Just like the making noise at people when you're like almost hitting them in like a public.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Like I told myself that we have to stop. Mm-hmm. We now have to stop doing that.
I agree.
It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not even like it doesn't save you any. Like, dude, just don't acknowledge it. Because I recently.
Yeah, as you snicker and like, whoa, sorry, buddy, and look at him with a smile on their face and they're just looking at you like
they didn't look at. Sometimes
like,
they don't even look at you.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I think. Oh, dude, okay. Since you revealed something, I'll reveal something. This won't be a short. You just gotta be fucking here.
You have to be in the episode here.
Dude, we've done this like, we've exposed ourselves 20 minutes in.
Yeah,
people listen to this point pretty regularly. So whatever. I think I used to be like in my younger days as a up and coming bull.
Yeah,
I was definitely like a smile at every person you see it in public type guy. Like when you're passing at Walmart, I'd like smile and like nod.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
That's fucking weird.
How?
Because people don't want to feel like people. When you're
there's nothing wrong with like looking at them, nodding your head, and say, "How are
every
you?"
person?
Pass them. Not every person. I'm talking about people. Every
person. I was every person. I was a fucking.
Okay, I'm with you now.
I was like a politician.
I'm with you now.
I was walking around just, how's it going? Like.
I thought you meant people you need.
No, going out of my way to like. Say something to every person I'm passing.
Wow, it's crazy what they got on these shelves.
Yeah, like I was like going out of my way to acknowledge every single person's existence. Whereas like I think most people when you're going to a place like Walmart or whatever, like dude, you're like in like an in between of existence. Yeah, like you're just trying to like.
My thing is if I'm in Walmart and I tend to ignore everybody except if somebody I know sees me, and then I full commit to it, and I'm like overbearing almost to a degree. It's like leaning up on their buggy,
I think that's a
being
stronger
like,
move.
yeah,
I think that's
leaning up there on their buggy, like, hey, how are you? What you Walmart for?
I will say, I think that's better. I think that's better than being like, hey man, how's it going?
And it's to a point where it's bad for me. It's like if I pass them on the aisle and I look and we meet eye contact for half a second, I back up from walking back. Oh, is that you down here in the aisle? And I have to talk to him.
I've seen you do that. That's
yeah, but it's a full commit. I feel like it's less embarrassing than walking past and then like seeing them waiting. Like, hey, I saw you in Walmart the other day. Oh yeah, I saw you in Walmart too.
Yeah, that is weird to have to do that.
Yeah.
When I have,
first off, it's weird if somebody says, "Hey, I saw you in X place." It's like, just don't say that. I mean, you don't have to say that.
Weird. That is a weird thing to do. Like 2 days after they've seen you.
Hey, I saw you here buying this item.
And what am I supposed to say to that?
It's like, oh yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there, and I saw you too.
It's weird that you didn't come say anything to me.
Yeah,
we know we worked together.
Clearly, if it was a big deal, we would have said something to us if we'd seen each other there at that time. But
no, something I feel like I think more people probably do this than I think. I get like so in my head sometimes though when I'm at like a Walmart or wherever or even like a restaurant, and I'm immediately like, dude, every single person that I'm like having a pass by moment, I'm immediately like, what the fuck are they up to?
Exactly, dude. I get in, and you can ask my roommate. I mean, you can ask the servant or the butler that goes to Walmart with me when I go out to get my groceries because
your valet.
My valet. I get irrationally mad in Walmart because it makes me mad to see so many people that I believe are just there wandering. Like they don't have a goal in mind. Like if I go to Walmart, I'm like I need X, and X. They go to Walmart. It's like let's go down every aisle. Let's see what they got. It's like it's Walmart. They've got pretty much the same thing, and they have shirts that differ depending on the season. Like a 4th of July shirt, to be time that says "Dad's on the grill, don't bother him" with fireworks or something going on. But like, that's the only difference you're going to see at Walmart. So why do I always go there and see people just walking around like standing in the aisles?
No, yeah, I will say though, and tell me guys in the chat if you feel free to
comments. It's not chat, but it's not live.
I want to know: am I being irrational when I'm doing that, or is everybody? Because what becomes irrational is if you do that a lot, and it's the reason I need to cut it out. If you do that a lot, you become like you think everybody else is doing that. So you get really like, oh, dude.
My main problem is like,
are they gonna think I'm being weird right now?
Exactly. They think you're being weird, and like it makes you jaded because like, okay, everybody else that exists is an idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're not. They're just.
Yes. If you're doing that all the time, if you're just like judging everybody's like just existence, you either go one or two ways. You're either just like, what the fuck are all these people doing right now, or you're going like,
society's fucked, dude. Society's fucked.
Dude, you go quickly into a like Travis Barker fucking or like Taxi Driver fucking.
Not Travis Barker. Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, the Martin Scorsese film.
Yeah,
the original incel.
That's who Robert De Niro plays.
Exactly. He is the.
Why is
it Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He's got the mole on his face.
Maybe it is. Anyway, he's the original black-pilled incel.
Man, dude, De Niro was so good before he became so bad.
Yeah,
like him, Al Pacino, like those guys like sold out so bad, dude. Like, you seen Raging Bull?
Yeah, I've seen Raging Bull.
It's my favorite one.
It's good.
Except he's like that weird.
I love Taxi Driver because I relate to the main character very well. If you're watching this or listening and you haven't seen Taxi Driver, let me know if you think me and Travis Bickle share some personalities. So
why did he take her to that movie theater though?
Because it was on the spectrum, and just that's where he'd been, and like he associated with a porn movie theater with like being with a woman because
I see.
I mean, at least that's what I take from it. I'm not a film critic by any means.
By the way, that's Fight Club. That's Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Okay,
Tyler Durden, that's who I was thinking of. I love Fight Club.
Fight Club's a good movie for sure.
Fight Club. You know who doesn't like Fight Club?
Who?
The babes.
Yeah, they don't get.
They like it. They like it as long as Brad Pitt's in it. And as soon as the movie you get to the end, by the way, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen Fight Club, skip right now. If you haven't seen,
haven't seen Fight Club,
skip right now.
In the year 2023, if you haven't seen Fight Club, just go ahead and skip. We're about to do some. This is a spoiler warning. / trigger warning spoilers.
And I'm starting now. The gals, they really like Fight Club as long as Brad Pitt's like characters in the movie.
Yeah, and shirtless.
As long as Tyler Durden's there, they like it. As soon as they find out that Tyler Durden's not a real person, they're out, dude. They're like,
yep.
It's just fucking.
Why are they fighting?
Yeah.
Women will never understand why men lock fists. And that's just a fact.
I'm just saying. Well, in the Lost episode now, man, I can't believe 31 episodes. I've done 31 episodes of Hottest Take, and then the History Pod, and one episode Weapons of Most Honest. We have not lost an episode. We finally lost one. But in the Lost episode, me and Dalton talked about. We like. I think all dudes want to get like. There's a hidden desire. Every dude wants that honorable death.
Yeah, exactly. My thinking is if I get to a point where I'm fighting mad with somebody that I think's an idiot and he beats my ass, I'll listen to anything he says.
Yeah,
because I mean clearly he'll beat the sense into me if I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's never not going to be a situation where it's like you can say like, dude, violence isn't an answer. Yeah, surely it's not. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, but if it's two people pinned against each other in an argument and none of them is making leeway with words and you end up in a fight and you get your ass whooped, you lost.
Yeah, you lost. And you just learned something.
Yeah.
They won.
And you learned something.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But Tyler Durden's cool. Fight Club's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Those guys they just beat each other up.
I think my top 3 role models are probably
Tyler Durden,
Travis Bickle,
and Patrick Bateman.
No, I wouldn't say Patrick Bateman. I would say what's Ryan Gosling's character name in Drive? Drive guy. Yeah, main character of Drive 2016. Isn't that when it came out?
Yeah.
Are we
sure?
I
don't know, man.
And then comment below with the year that Drive came out.
Character in Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's a good ass movie.
That's another one. That's another good role model.
Yeah, I look up to Jake Gyllenhaal and Donnie Darko. Schizophrenic. I relate to him a lot.
Saves the world though.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't save the world.
Yeah,
he saves himself.
No, he doesn't. He dies at the end.
Oh, yeah, because he actually gets crushed by the airplane engine. Yeah. Oh, trigger warning, spoilers for Donnie Darko for all our film buffs watching.
Yeah, if he doesn't get smashed, the whole, everybody... I think
everybody gets fucked up. So and then he just takes it,
He's like 13 or 14. That's fucked up. That's a good movie, though. No, what the fuck? Oh, I need to talk to you about some shit. Oh, it's really fun. I saw it earlier. We had that get-together the other week, right? And
last week,
the dogs.
Last weekend,
last weekend
to be exact.
The dogs were.
We're on full force.
The dogs were on the juice too.
Yeah, for sure.
The dogs were juiced up.
I was sauced a little bit, and for sure.
None of my dogs did this. By the way, last weekend, what I'm about to talk about, they didn't do this. All right. You know the funniest thing in the world is one of them. Dudes trying to convince other people that they're not fucked up and they can drive. It's very funny. Now, I would never let anybody get into the truck drunk and drive.
I would. You convince me you're not fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Get behind the wheel and show me you're not going to get pulled over and kill a family of 4.
What's the best sobriety test? Driving all the way.
Yeah, drive. Drive perfectly fine, and I'll believe you.
That should be the rule. Yeah.
Text me when you're home.
If a cop pulls you over and they suspect you for a dewey, they get to follow you home.
Yeah.
And if you fuck up one time, jail.
Text me when you're home. Yeah. If you're not fucked up and you can drive, text me when you're home.
You should be able to tell a cop. You should be able to do a challenge. You should be able to go, all right, well, if I'm not able to get home, you get to watch me. If I don't get home, you take me to jail.
I can smell the alcohol in you. Nuh-uh. Watch me drive.
No, I just like guys like, one eye closed at a time, just being like, dude, I'm not even fucked up. And you're like, dude, I saw you drink all day.
I've seen you drink all day, and you've been slumped over the table before somebody mentioned you being drunk, and then you perked up.
You sweated completely through your clothes.
Yeah.
You're wet. You haven't even noticed. You haven't noticed you're completely soaked. You're just going to get in trouble.
What's up with drunk dudes wanting to be like, I can drive still?
Dude, that's why it's
I've never been like
There's
that.
something really weird about some guys where they're just like, I'm not drunk.
Yes, you are.
But the whole night, right? They could be the type that are going to post snaps of, how many drinks they've drank, and then they're going to tell other people, their homies in the bar, I'm fucked up right now. Yeah, I'm so fucked up right now, dude. I can barely even stand up. And then as 12:30 hits, and he's getting his keys out. It's like, I'm not even fucked up, dude. I barely drank tonight.
That's probably more revealing of where we live if you say 12:30 closing time for a bar. But
true. I've been drinking water for the last 2 hours.
I'm sober as hell right now.
They'll hit you with that every time. I've been drinking water for the past 2 hours. I haven't seen you drink water tonight. I don't know. You're lying. You're a liar. You're drunk.
I've seen you pull up an empty glass to your mouth 3 times, acting like you're drinking. There's nothing been in there. You're fucked up, brother.
Only thing funnier than that is seeing a homie get home in a Uber.
Yes.
Just fucked
I've been
up.
there myself. Yeah.
Just fucked up.
I think the most embarrassed I've ever been while drunk is at a bar and feeling like I'm going to throw up and then barging into the bathroom, all the stalls full, and I just vomit in the sink next to somebody washing their hands.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up. And I felt really bad. Throw up and just like, I'm so sorry, and then stumble out. Like, don't even run any water into it. I just walk out. That's what I've been there.
Dude, I'm. See, dude, that does give some good insight to like, dude, bathrooms are just fucked up sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you just walk into a bathroom, you're like, what the fuck happened?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you painting walls in here, dude?
Exactly.
It's like, dude, you don't know. It could have been just an insane moment like that where a guy just runs in. It's like, I got this shit right now.
I got to throw up right now.
Dude,
In opposed to,
I'm lucky I got the hatch down.
like, exactly. And, like, it's not me trying to be inconsiderate. It's me trying to be considerate. Like, if I vomit in the sink, then I can clearly wash it down, not realizing that I'm throwing up fucking chunks into the sink and somebody's got to scoop that shit out, rather than just throwing up in the trash can.
Honestly, though, Eli, I think that's better than... I mean, I know guys that piss at the bar.
Yeah, I'll never do that.
I know some dastardly dogs out there that are just unzip and piss at the bar.
I don't think I've
dude.
ever... The closest I've been to that is pissing in a parking garage, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's the worst
I
place
know
I've
you
ever...
saw that video of that woman that peed in front of...
That was before a
house.
Shinedown concert, by the way, in Memphis. I pissed in a parking garage stairway.
Dude, those always smell like piss.
Yeah,
They
and that's
always
because of
smell
people like me
piss.
that are
Ugh,
pissing in
that's
there.
the worst. But no, dude. Fuck, what was it talking about? What was I just saying?
I don't know, dude.
What were we talking about?
Talking about some weapons, most ominous, I think.
Oh, wait, no. Pissing.
Pissing, going back. You know, some people that pissed at a bar, some truly diabolical people that have pissed their pants at the bar.
No, they don't piss their pants. They unzip and piss
That's
on
more
the
fucked up.
floor in the bar, dude.
That's more fucked
While
up.
sitting on the stool still, though. Like, they're not standing. Though.
What the actual fuck?
And it's like, bro, you don't think people are walking by? I was like, why is that guy sitting on the very edge of that stool right now? You know what I'm saying?
Why didn't he walk 30 feet to the bathroom?
Because, dude.
Okay.
I bet they're a bunch of Bud Light drinkers, though, if they do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a couple of Bud Lights last weekend, but I'm serious about this. I had not seen the controversy. I had not seen the commercial, and I was just throwing them back.
I want to take a cigarette break.
Just smoke in the house.
No. I would never.
All right, we are back. Just had a smoke break. I don't smoke myself, but my co-host is a chronic smoker, and we just had to take a break for him.
They have to give me smoke breaks at work.
Yeah. At teaching in elementary school, they have to give you smoke breaks.
Yeah, they still have to give you smoke breaks and stuff. Dude, let's talk about wrestling.
Talk about
The
wrestling.
other night, we were talking about some wrestling. We were looking at some Hall of Famers the other day, dude.
Yeah.
Man, as a young bull, yeah, I think I felt like hook, line, sinker for like the whatever that era they were going for in the early 2000s that I found out like lately people don't like.
I'm not sure why. I love the early 2000s wrestling aesthetic.
Dude, same, but there's a lot of people that like they like Generation X, like they like the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, early 2000s, it was nuts because there was like
2000 and 2008.
Yeah.
SmackDown versus Raw.
Grunge
yeah.
versus like pop. It was like
exactly.
It was like a weird like 90s and 80s like wrestling is so like pop culture centered, you know what I mean? Like with like Hulk Hogan and guys like that. But then like SmackDown was like, dude, these are guys that say bad stuff on the
They
internet,
do say
dude.
bad
They
words,
say bad stuff.
and they do bad things.
Suck it
Yeah.
on TV.
They say bad things.
And dude, it's funny looking back who you liked and like seeing them now, especially those guys that are like still going. Like it's crazy that Roman Reigns is like the man now.
Yeah.
Triple H is the fucking
Owner or whatever Vince McMahon was, president, whatever.
I mean, I like both those guys. Those kids, obviously, those guys.
I love Triple H.
But like, as an adult, being like, oh yeah, dude, I actually loved Randy Orton when I was a kid.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't know people hated Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know,
it's because he killed all the old heads.
But as a young bull, I was like, who are these old ass men, dude? Get out of here. You're about to get RKO'd, son.
You didn't realize he was a bastard for going for him.
Yeah. I had no idea about like the honor of the brand and shit like that.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't care about any of that. I was just like, this old guy is about to get fucking slammed by his throat tonight. It's gonna be awesome. And Randy Orton was such a dick about it. He played that character so good. Actually.
He did. He did a good job.
I was a big Rey Mysterio guy.
I'm trying to say character, but he is just like, he's a cool dude. Like,
my bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
wrestling is real. Wrestling is real.
I'm going to get back into wrestling, and I'm going to. It's real.
full commit that it's real.
Yeah, because that's. I mean, you have. I think that's the stupidest thing that's ever like out of all the whole like.
That's why it's fun because
Yeah.
you can
Pro
enjoy
wrestling-
it. It's like it's not real, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
can you believe you did that?
I've like 180'd on that whole conversation about pro wrestling where it's like you're actually an idiot for saying that it's fake.
Yeah, it's like clearly
Like
it's fake.
clearly
dude.
this is a show.
Yeah, clearly
my
these
dude.
guys aren't wrestling every week and they're getting their heads slammed into
Yeah.
the stage. I mean,
Yeah, and it's like, well, I mean, like it's just fake. Like, why would you watch it? It's like
because
you
it's
watch
entertainment. It's like
same guy watching Marvel movies. And
Yeah.
he's like, this is just all fake. And I like Marvel movies, by the way. I'm not hating Marvel movies. I'm hating a guy that's like, you're willing to suspend your disbelief when a guy's wearing a cape and fucking holding a shield.
yeah,
but,
exactly.
like,
When there's two guys that have like choreographed this perfectly
Yep.
to where it looks like it's a real.
yeah, you can't.
I have
get
more
the-
respect for those people.
You,
than
you don't give
anybody
them
in,
the
like,
same credit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's like it might be one of the most impressive like live shows that's ever
Exactly.
been created, like in existence. And I might be going to give WWE a little too much here, but
No.
legitimately, like, dude, a play is. I think doing like a Broadway play might be easier than choreographing a like. Not, I'm not saying every wrestling match, but dude, some like you will go back and you can watch matches like.
I agree with you because I think it's hard to choreograph WWE without one of the two parties hurting each other
Right.
like horribly.
And making it look real the whole time.
Yes.
See, like Undertaker
Without hurting each
yeah,
other.
Undertaker versus Mick Foley.
Yeah.
That-
That ended up being real, but
Right, some part. But as a show, you tell me a live performance that's going to top a show like that. Because I'm telling you right now, dude, anybody that's even if you didn't watch it live, if you just watch a video of that, you're gonna be thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's that impressive of just a show like of
how
a
did Mick Foley
spectacle.
not die?
Yeah, how did he not die?
Yeah.
Like his tooth went through his nose.
Yeah,
It went through. It poked through his nose, and then he like cracked ribs. He had like tacks on him and shit.
Yeah, and there was no. I'm suing the WWE.
I mean,
He's
by
like
the-
that motherfucker took it and was like, "This is part of the
Right.
act."
This is part of an act.
Yeah,
And then he's like, but Mick Foley's only hurt. Cactus Jack's fine.
yeah.
I'll come back next week. Cactus Jack's fine. No, by the way, that is a funny thing about wrestling, though, is like the whole, like, you would think throwing a guy through the cage, that's enough, right?
Yeah.
But there's thumbtacks all over the floor.
There's thumbtacks, there's barbed wire
I
wrapped
love
around a baseball bat.
There's
Yeah,
like cartoonish. There is a cartoonishness that's
yeah
like
it's
so
supposed to be
fantastic.
absurd, I think.
Whereas, like, you know, the extreme wrestling shows, you ever seen those where like break glass? I think that shit, I don't like it because I think it plays too, like, the cartoony stuff being like a little bit of a side gag in wrestling is like what makes it fun. If it's all bashing guys with steel chairs, I think it takes something away from the steel chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, dude, a guy finally just be like, no, fuck it, I've had enough. And then go in and grab the steel chair. You're
Yeah, it's
like,
like
holy shit, he's
peeking
mad.
under the stage and looking shocked. I
Yeah.
can't believe there's just one item here. It's a sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer? Holy shit, there's a sledgehammer under here. There's a bat with perfectly wrapped barbed wire under the stage. Fine. Fantastic. No, dude. But even as a kid, dude, like even when I knew it's fake, like there's stuff that still got me like, dude, fucking Undertaker throwing John Cena into the lights.
Yeah.
I'll put some videos of some of this stuff in, by the way. I'll cut.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But dude, like as a kid, I was like, how could you throw him into the light? Dude, he's fucking got stabbed.
Yeah, he's so cool. Yeah.
He's been shot.
He's already down, bro.
He's been electrocuted and stabbed.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. But another also being but while you're a kid watching that and you as soon as the divas come on,
Oh, the divas.
acting like you don't like it. You
It's
remember
like,
that?
oh, they suck at wrestling. They're women. Meanwhile, it's just like, God damn, they're so hot.
The hottest girls you've ever seen.
Women fight?
Yeah, and it's like, but but as a kid, you can't get caught liking divas. You're like, no, I don't even watch them, dude.
Yeah, I usually skip this fight, and I usually like go make some food or something in
I
this fight.
love the diva part. Dude, that was but I was thinking about that, and there has to be a league of remarkably dim individuals who had to have learned relationship dynamics from
Yeah.
WWE.
I have a feeling there's a certain archetype that bases all their interactions with women on wrestling. I'll let you guys figure out who that is.
Me and my wife, that a rival of mine is a rival of hers.
Exactly,
Like, dude,
yeah.
as a kid watching like Booker T and Kurt Angle's, like, you know, Kurt Angle had like the hots for Booker
Yeah.
T's wife. Do you remember that when Booker T and Kurt were like in the middle of a match and Booker T got hurt?
Was it Kurt or was it Stone Cold?
No, it was Kurt. Kurt and Booker T were fighting, and Booker T gets hurt or something in the match, and he can't get up. And Kurt immediately realizes that he's stuck here, And Kurt just like gives like a devilish like smile to Booker T and then runs off stage and like locks himself in the room with his wife. And Booker T just comes in, smashes the door. No. Dude,
Fucked
it's
up, bro.
devastating, dude. I like a guy watching that and be like, dude, you gotta be willing to fucking defend your woman, dude.
Exactly. I love Booker T for that.
Your enemies might fucking come for your woman,
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, and learning your dynamics from Booker T, fucking Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I base a lot of my life principles on Booker T.
Yeah, dude, listen, I loved Booker T. Dude, that was a really weird, hard fight for me to watch, though, because I loved Booker T, and I will ashamedly, I've told you recently, that for some reason as a kid, I loved Kurt Angle. Like,
That's
loved
ridiculous,
Kurt Angle.
honestly.
I know, dude. Like, seeing videos of now, I'm like, what the fuck why would I even think that this guy was kind of cool?
Yeah.
Because I think it was the fact that I was like, as a kid, the Olympics, as a kid, the Olympics are huge.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're
Like,
awesome. Yeah,
they're
for
awesome.
sure.
Like, you can't believe that. It's like they're skiing and shooting right now. What the fuck is this sport? But like when somebody winning a gold medal when you're 9 years old that's a big deal.
It's made of gold.
It's
for
made of
real.
gold, and he did it for his goddamn country.
For his goddamn country.
So as a kid, I was really like, I was, dude. I have mad respect for Kurt Angle, dude. He fucking, he's an Olympic champion and he's intercontinental fucking heavyweight champion, dude. So I was into him. That sucks as an adult now.
Yeah,
Like,
I was what doesn't suck as an adult is being a Shawn Michaels and Triple H fan. Just fuck the man, bro.
Yeah.
We're going against everything.
Fucking Heartbreak Kid, dude.
Too bad that Triple H
He became the man.
he became the man. That's what happens when you go against
And
a man.
now,
You become
dude,
it.
fucking Vince McMahon. I showed you a picture of him
Yeah.
the other night. Vince McMahon actually looks like the fucking the guy who runs the newspaper in Spider-Man.
Let's take a second. Let's me and you, since I don't know either. Let's try to figure out what his name is. What do you think his name is? The head guy at the
head artist.
what the fuck is it called? The Global something. The Spider-Man newspaper. You losers that are listening know what it is.
So
called.
me and you were going to come up with what
What is his
think
name?
The name of the.
Jim. No. What's his name?
I mean, it looks like Don Fry, but
Hold on.
I'm
Hold on,
gonna go with
Jamie.
yeah, dude. Your servant. I mean,
Hold on. I'll be right back. Keep this shit going for a second.
If I had to guess what the leader of the newspaper in Spider-Man's name is, it's probably something Johnson. Dan Johnson. I'm gonna say Dan Johnson is probably his name, or probably something crazy. Wait, did you find out what it is?
Yeah, I did from Jamie.
You got it from your not roommate, your servant?
Yeah.
What do you say?
J. Jonah Jameson is his name.
J. Jonah Jameson is his
Yes,
name?
yeah.
Guys, you'll have to back me up on this in the comments if he argues with me, but I did say I thought his name was something Johnson. So I heard the J. I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that.
I mean, I said Jim earlier, so it's
Yeah, but Vince McMahon has totally turned into J.
Jameson. J.
Yeah.
Jonah Jameson.
That's Vince McMahon's full
Sorry,
transformation.
comic heads. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
disappoint y'all.
But
We got a lot of geeks
we're talking
listening.
about cool guys. The guys it was cool to be a fan of: Rey Mysterio,
Yeah, Rey
Triple
Mysterio.
H,
John Cena.
John Cena. Dude, yeah, that's something that was crazy. I feel like there was a flip where people started trying to hate on John Cena, where it's like, unobjectively,
You know why they
he's a
started
cool
hating
guy.
on it, right?
Because he fucking sold his soul to China.
No, he didn't sell his whole channel. They had it was a conflict where a lot of people with Down syndrome were really falling for John Cena, and the main public was like, "That's kind of weird that all these people are fucking with him, but we don't." So we don't fuck with him now that these people are.
You think that was what it is?
I think so.
Okay.
That's my breakdown. Nobody judge me by that. That's just what I think.
No, but John Cena, dude, is actually cool.
Yeah,
And dude,
I
seeing
think
videos,
he's
of
wearing
him
the
too, as,
jorts.
like a
He's
young,
cool.
like, dude, you know that whole persona he did, which we all know what he's doing, but I'm not gonna say the word. But that was like all of his idea. Like he used to freestyle like battle rap on his own. By the way,
Battle rap.
that's gotta come back.
Battle rap
Yeah,
or freestyling?
there's this one battle rapper that I've seen.
Freestyling battle rap. Okay.
Have you seen that battle rapper that's just like
No.
he'll go up against women? He doesn't.
Against women.
Dude, he doesn't cut any slack. And there's this one video of this dude battle rapping, this just big broad dude. And he's just like, "You Cadillac built body bitch." The whole time. He's just going in, and she's like trying to hit him back, like, "You're rude" and shit like that. He's just like,
Clearly
"No,
I'm
no,
rude. This is a battle,
No,
bitch."
you don't understand me. You built like a minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude's crazy. But no, John Cena, like, evidently they wanted him to be just like a normal dude. You ever watch like a documentary of a wrestler? Every time their story begins, they're like, Vince wanted me to just be like a comes up with like corny stuff. Like John Cena was the first one. Was like, what if I like battle rap and shit like that? And wear like long jorts, and shit.
Green cheese.
Yeah, and sell reg. And
You can't see me.
say that shit. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Does that
I'm
mean
not
you
sure.
don't see him coming, or I read it as you don't even know what's coming because I'm so good. That's kind of what I see. But
I see. No, but yeah, wrestling pretty cool. We should get back into it. I might get back into it.
Yeah,
fully.
I think so too. I think being older, I can fully appreciate wrestling more than
For its
I
art,
used to.
for its
Yeah,
art,
yeah.
not just its violence
For sure.
and brutality. What else? We got a couple. Speaking of like fighting though, dude, what do you think about BattleBots?
battle like robots, like
Yeah.
Roombas that have like saw blades on them and shit.
Yeah, they're kind of back recently, or on my YouTube they're back.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I never thought that shit was cool.
BattleBots was cool.
It's like your one robot has a paint scraper on it that flips the other robot and you win. What's the point of like those BattleBots have like flamethrowers and shit on them? Does that really do much to the other robot?
No.
I mean, maybe it fries the circuitry.
No,
but
all the wires are like very well protected by metal. So the fire ones, except the serial killer recently got set on fire, and it was just a burning cereal box like, running around fucking the ring, I guess.
Yeah.
But no,
I feel like the best ones are the ones that just flip them, so they can't move.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I was into BattleBots as a kid because I was into anything that was on Spike TV.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, for sure.
Anything that was on Spike TV, I was a
Game
fan of.
Awards,
Yeah,
BattleBots.
BattleBots.
What's that one show?
Deadliest Warriors.
What's that one prank show? It's like a secret library or hidden library, whatever. Where you have to be
Silent
quiet.
Library.
Silent
That was
library. Where you have to be
MTV.
quiet, but it's
That was
like you
MTV.
like get your nuts slapped or
I
whatever.
love that
You have to
one.
be quiet,
I
yeah.
loved fucking Silent. I think Silent
Yeah.
Library was one of the greatest shows that ever, because they would literally be like, "You gotta be dead silent, but we're going to slap you with a comically large hand." It's like a
Yes.
10-foot hand.
We're gonna hit you in the balls as hard as we can, and you have to be quiet, or you lose, $100.
Yeah. But fuck, what was it? BattleBots.
Yeah, BattleBots.
I was into BattleBots though
Never into BattleBots myself.
until one bot came along. You know what it was? You know what its name is?
What?
The Wedge.
I mean, did it just flip people?
It doesn't even have a mechanical like flip.
It just has like a ramp or something.
It's
on it.
just a wedge that
Okay.
has wheels on it. That like, dude, it goes so fast though. If you watch it, like it just one of the bot they'll just be lined up and you just see it. It's like a blur. All of a sudden, the other robot just shoots in the fucking air.
Yeah, imagine like building your bot named like Destroyer that has like 6 flamethrowers and like 18 saw blades, and you lose a wedge.
The
It just
wedge.
flips you over and you can't do anything.
The
It
wedge.
keeps ramming you.
The wedge, dude, was nasty. And like it kept winning. I think that's why BattleBots took a hiatus for a while because the wedge was just going nuts in there, dude.
Yeah.
It's like but that's just like in like wrestling or WWE or not WWE, but MMA. But like when like a guy's like just dude, he's so good at wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like awesome. That's cool for the guys I guess like this shit. But like I want to see somebody wobbling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ball in his face. What else? I feel like I had one other thing. What do you think about all those cities like Philadelphia that just have like packs of, or no, like I think it's Baltimore. It's like packs of like 150 kids, like 15-year-olds.
Wearing shiesty masks.
Just wearing shiesty masks. Just
I don't know, man.
devastating in town, dude. I'll watch it, like, man, that's fucked up. They tore up that business. But as soon as I put my perspective into the like 14 or 15-year-old, God damn.
I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I probably
That
wouldn't
was
know
so
something.
fun. Could you imagine?
They get a bunch of free shit. Yeah.
And just all your homies around you. And
Yeah.
y'all are just spazzing on the town.
Exactly. Yeah, I could see myself
You
going
didn't
a
have a
little
car
crazy
yet.
in a
You didn't have
shiesty
a car
mask.
yet. Y'all are just full sprinting. Everybody's
Yeah,
all right, dude. I don't got anything else to talk about.
I think we had some pretty good conversations today. We didn't really like.
Oh, shout out to Ship, by the way, real quick.
Yeah, shout out
Recommended
to
some
Ship.
books.
Yep,
I read them. You didn't.
even though I'm the one that requested books be sent to me, I'm not going to read.
I read both books. I did not get to read that one book that was just called like My Struggle or something. I didn't get to read that one though.
My Struggle? Oh, you know what? I read that one called no. I read that one called My Struggle, My Comp or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody should. Has anybody looked into the author of that?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to look into that guy because I think he might be up to no good.
Yeah. Somebody check on My Struggle.
Yeah. My Struggle, German book.
It's crazy. No, real quick, we'll end it on this. It's crazy though that in 2023, or like in today, Like if a guy dropped a document like that,
a dossier,
right?
if you will,
a dossier like that old Adolf dropped. It happens after they committed like an atrocity, right?
Yeah, like you've killed 3 people in a supermarket.
It's crazy that not that long ago, a dude released that and became a country's leader.
Yeah.
Like a dude dropped that dossier and they're like, damn, this guy.
Yeah, instead of like, breaking into a gay bar and shooting like 8 gay dudes. Yeah.
Or moving off into the wilderness because you want to cut yourself off and doing nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong, just a little male.
Leave his brother fucking.
Anyway,
that pisses me off.
Let's end on that before we get mad here. So thank y'all for listening, boys. Comment below some more books for Dylan to read.
I will.
Thank you.